Hi guys, Simon Trizelian, the voice of reason and the storyteller. So I've got a story for you. This is for entertainment purposes only. And of course, nothing in this story is true. But it may be like it is. So where does this story begin? Now, this story begins a long time ago. Long time ago. It's in a place called the Angel City. In this story, the Angel City was built upon a lot of really deep tunnels that have been around for a long time. And over time, those tunnels have been extended. And sometimes the military in this story were extending those tunnels, and sometimes civilians were extending those tunnels as well. And the whole of Angel City was built upon these tunnels. Now, the Angel City was attracting a lot of very powerful people. And they decided to set up a place there where they could actually create massive media, like movies and great films and all this type of thing. And within this Angel City, people from all over the world would come and marvel at how dreams were created. And with dreams also comes nightmares. Because not all the people that came to the Angel City were good people. Some were very bad people. And some of those bad people just liked power. They were narcissists. And they created a whole industry that was based upon lies. It was based upon false narratives, false stories. And they were trying to make it real. And people believed in the dream. And they believed it so much that they would come here, especially young, vulnerable people who wanted to be a part of that dream. So as the money rolled in, and as the influence rolled in, and the power rolled in, so the Angel City became more and more corrupt. It even had a religion here, based upon science, so they said. And that too was almost like a cult religion. And they took on some of the biggest buildings in the Angel City. And they were able to attract vulnerable people and took them for their money, took them for their influence, took them for their power, and became more and more entrenched. Now, in some of the bigger families in the Angel City, they had more money to buy things than they could use. And so what do people who don't need money really want? There's only one thing that's available, and that's power. It's power and greed in this story. So this story of the Angel City became more and more corrupt. And even though the light was shining on the outside, there was a deep, dark underbelly within. And within the tunnels and within the underground structures, there began to fester a new wave of evil in this city. And over time, people just accepted it. As people, and some of these young people would come and sit on the couch and cast their dreams, so they became corrupted as well. And a new generation just kept on producing more and more power. Over time, things started to change, but not quickly enough. And it started with a person called One Stone. He was very powerful in this story. And he used to run the Angel City with a lot of other very powerful people. and they used to supply him with all of his needs. Until one day he stepped too far, and then people realized that One Stone was going to be going down. So they started leaving in droves. But One Stone was trying to help himself, and One Stone talked to the authorities and talked about other people that had similar needs and desires as he did. And those people were put on a list because absolute power corrupts absolutely. And as One Stone went down, another person called Epstone arose to notoriety. Everyone wanted to know this person because he was so powerful. And how did he get powerful? By exploiting the people that had power. That's how it works. Power corrupts and creates more power. But even he fell at some point, because he too, just like on the island of Maui, decided to have his own island. And it was an own island of lost children, where the rich and powerful could play on the island with impunity. There was nothing that was denied to these rich and powerful people. And it's true that all that glitters is not gold, because these powerful people would look beautiful on carpets of red, but their hearts were the deepest dark. And as the lists became real, so the deep dark people of power began to flee. But there was so much evidence to suggest that these deep dark people were doing really bad things. But the dominoes were started to fall, because in this Angel City, and indeed around the whole of this nation, there were those that wore the white hat. And they were working fearlessly to try and bring this evidence to the people. Because at the end of the day, it's the people that have the power, and not this dark, almost cabal that was going on. So they had to get rid of Mr. One Stone, and they had to get rid of Mr. Epstone, because they knew too much. And then there was another man. In this story, and he was Bo Diddley. Bo Diddley was a dark man, but an evil man, who too shared the same type of deep, dark desires as many in the glitterati would do. He too stepped over the edge. But underneath the home of Bo Diddley, there were links to these tunnels in the Angel City. And of course, remember, this is just a story. And as the story of Bo Diddley became more lubricated and flowed more, people realized the deep, dark side of the glitter of the city of angels. So how to destroy the evidence? Because while the government of Angel City was a part of the problem, they could keep it covered. But now the covers were being withdrawn, People were asking questions. Real people, normal people were asking questions. People were asking questions as to why these things could happen and where these tunnels went and what was in these tunnels and how they linked to even bases and large structures underneath the earth in this city, in this story. And as the covers became loosened, people started to awaken to the reality, and they realized that the dream of the Big H was really a nightmare. Like, share. Sorry, that's my heart going off. Oh my God. I get this every morning. My pacemaker goes off and just warns me that I'm about to die. But anyway, I'm still living. God, how embarrassing. But anyway, that's all for now. Like, post, repost, share. This story needs to go out, and there's more to this story, and I will tell you more soon. Simon Chazelian, out to you.